Hello, welcome. This video is a walkthrough setting up a basic VoIP system using Cisco CME in two routers. So we're going to configure dial peers, enable two phones. Each phone is going to be registered to a different router so they can call between each other. Okay, so what is VoIP? Just like review, it just like stands for voice over IP, which allows voice communications over data networks. Like the internet instead of traditional phone lines. So it's cost effective, flexible, and scalable. So for this setup, we're gonna need two Cisco routers that are gonna be running in this Linux Mint virtual machine, and also two IP phones that are going to be running in Windows VMs with Cisco IP phone, and just like a network connection between the routers. So let's start. So first, like that we see, we need to set up like new virtual machines. So here I'm just gonna create like the new virtual machines that we need. Let's just start to install. So here just like just gonna install it and then come back after all the virtual machines have their operating system installed. So we have our virtual machines running. This is the Mint. This is where the router is gonna the two routers are gonna run. So the first thing we need is this file. This file is gonna be the one that we're gonna retrieve, and with this one it's the source for just turning on our routers. So we have to make a file, and then inside that file we need to create a script. This script is gonna have the two routers, so you can see that it's gonna create them, and we're gonna enter to the routers of from this port 2521 to the first one and 2522 to the second one. Just run it like this. So you can see create two instances. This is the first one, second one, and then we just have to telnet to them. The first one is 2521, so we have the first router running, and the second one 2522, so same, now it's running. And I just made like these two scripts, and I just put it in both routers. The important thing is just first set the time correctly, and then you have to add an IP for the router for each one. For the first one, it's gonna end in 40. The second one is gonna be different, 41. So each phone can point to different routers. You have to add the route, the default gateway, and then this is like the first configuration. So we're gonna make sure that the phones are registered to each router. So this is the e-phones, that the maximum that we are allowing, only two in this case. Actually we're gonna add just one, max the ends, we set up 5, but also again we're going to use 1. And the IP source address of this is going to be, this is like well, the IP phone, it's going to point to this IP, and it's going to be able to register. In the IP phone, we're going to see in the screen this message, so we are making sure that the first IP phone is registering to the correct router. And then this is after, because we need first the MAC address for the IP phone. And the second one, it's similar. The only thing that it changed is the IP and the message that we are going to see in the IP phone of the other IP phone. So here I have 2 virtual machines. In each one I installed the Cisco IP communicator, so now got register, but it's not, I'm not showing the, I think I just forgot to set the message system. Okay, now it changed. Oh, it's kind of, it's funny. Okay, so each phone register to a different router. And okay, so now that we have the MAC address, I'm gonna go like this for each router, and then we're gonna set up the number that we configure. So for router 1 it was 7840, and for the second one it's gonna be 7940. So just 2 1 and restart. We're gonna see now the number of each phone. Okay, there we go, 7840, 7940. Okay, now the last step is to configure the dial pairs. Create dial pair in both routers, so they are going to be able to communicate between them, the IP phones. So the thing we have to set is this one, is the dial pair that we're going to try to enable. So we are naming it like in the range of 7000, and with this name VoIP. Then the destination pattern is just like the numbers that we want to type in the phone. So for this one, because both numbers are in the range of 7000, I'm just gonna put like 7 and then 3 dots. So no matter like the numbers that we type after 7, it's gonna know that it has to be in that dial pair. And the last one is going to be the session target. That means that we are pointing to the other router. So from router 2 we have to point to the IP that it's 40, and like you see in R1, just type the IP of the router 2. So the configuration has to be in both ways so it can work. So I just did it here. Just gonna, and with this we are gonna be able to call between them. So you can see this is, I'm gonna call 7840, and there we go. And we can do the same thing from this one. Cancel, call. Yeah, so this is it. That is the things that you have to set up, so you are going to be able to make calls between two IP phones. Each phone is registered to a different router, and you are doing it through setting up dial pairs in each router so they can communicate between them. And that's it. Thank you.